episode 6 of Tower TV. This is Monica Navarro. We'll be your host for today.
Have you guys ever thought about what it takes to be a D1 athlete? Well, if you haven't, here's some insight from Michael, Joseph, and John.
On today's Tower TV, we interviewed Xavier Madden, a senior IDist who has been offered Division I scholarships from various universities. Tower TV was also interested on what kind of interest Xavier Madden has outside of school and what majors he wants to pursue.
Besides my life in track, I do a lot of fishing. I like to lift a lot, so you'll find me in the weight room also. I play a lot of other sports. I play soccer. I've also done wrestling. I do powerlifting. I'm pretty good at that. My future goals is to get as good as I can in track collegiately. Beyond college, I want to be a sports doctor and on the side invest in real estate. I mean, it's not really that much different. I still feel like a high school kid just like everybody else and an athlete. I mean, the only difference is that I get to talk to a lot of these big schools and I get a lot of scholarship money to go to big schools.
We were also interested in Xavier's history with track and field, so here's this timeline.
So my first year ever doing track was freshman year. I had never run track before that, and I progressed substantially from freshman year to sophomore year. I was also captain junior and senior year, and my best season so far was last year, where I put myself at third best all time at East in the 100 meter. I won state my sophomore year, USATF state. I qualified for nationals all years I've done track. I also compete in the summer in AAU and USATF, and I do off-season training.
And of course, we had to let him be braggadocious.
I mean, I'm the fastest and the strongest kid in the school. I only weigh 148 pounds, so it's pretty cool to say. I have the school records in deadlifting, squatting, and hand clean. I also am top 5, I believe, for the 200 all-time record at East, and our 4x1 is definitely going to break the school record this year.
Signing off with Tower TV, this is Joseph, Michael, and John.
Man, I wish I was a D1 athlete. What about you, Monica?
Of course not. Going D3 is basically the same thing. But have you ever been to Europe? Let's see what Miss Ennis has to say about our upcoming trip.
I'm Mrs. Ennis. I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison, and I have my bachelor's degree in history and in political science. I went to Edgewood College when I was in my 30s. I went back to school to change careers and got my master's degree in education. I teach world history honors in the health through social justice pathway, and Wisconsin studies. I like spicy food. I don't have anything in particular in mind right at this moment. I'm a huge fan of ice cream. Ice cream, Culver's, done.
My favorite thing about Ennis is that she really cares for her students, and she really goes above and beyond to make sure that you're always going to get on track and graduate.
She's very real. She keeps it real, you know? Realer than the housewives.
She always keeps me on track one way or another. Whether I'm goofing off in class or I'm talking to a classmate, she'll always find a way to keep me on track.
She knows me very well. She's there for you if you need help.
I think I'm very transparent. I think I'm really, I always use, the word real always comes up. Don't ask questions that you don't want to hear the real answer to. I think that I'm very honest. I'm human. I make that very clear.
There are too many to really recall, honestly. There's so many inside jokes with her, and I like how we're all a really big family, so there's just a lot of memories within that.
I guess when I was at the table, we would always have good conversations with her, while the rest of the class would get in trouble.
We had too many. If you know, you know.
I don't know how the topic came up, but we started watching llama races. There was this one llama called Ari Llama Grande. And I just turned to look at her. She's just crying. She's not making any noise. She's all red. It's probably one of the best moments.
All the crazy stuff that goes on here, it'd be boring to be anywhere else. Sleeping, playing my phone, listening with my AirPods in. I'm kidding a little bit. I've become just like the kids. I'm binging TV. Netflix and Disney Plus are the best things that have ever happened. No, I've started working out again. Good for me.
At the beginning of the year, I think she was talking about how she'd be our second moms, and she definitely is my second mother here at school, and she's just the best, honestly.
She cares, and that's more than a lot of teachers can say, I guess. And the moment she stops caring is when you should start worrying.
I try to provide structure for kids that they don't have necessarily outside of the walls of this building. So I think that my teaching style and what I want them to feel that they have a voice. My relationship with kids, I look at my students as my own kids, and I will keep calling them my kids, to the point where when I go home, my own kids ask, are you talking about us, or are you talking about East? How do I want my children, what do I want their learning environment to be like? What would I have liked to have had in a teacher and someone to go to as a trusted adult when I was a kid? I really try to be that for my students. School matters. Everything right now seems like it is the most important thing in the world, but high school will pass. This is just a small step for the rest of your lives, and you're gonna be fine.
Swag.
What up, Ennis?
Thank you, I guess. Keep me on task.
I love you.
I'm gonna graduate.
Wow, she sounds like a great teacher. We're lucky to have her at East.
Now let's talk about something funny. Do you guys like watching The Office? Well, Austin, Elam, and Jay have created a spin-off of the show called the Tower TV Class. Let's check it out.
Hey, so right now we have to work on the...
Yeah, I've been on Tower TV for a couple months now. Met a lot of great people, some great characters.
This is where we keep all of our equipment. What are you doing?
Bro, I'm sleeping.
How's your experience at Tower TV been so far?
It's been pretty well, actually,
Hayden, you can't say that.
Listen, buddy, I can say whatever I want.
Who?
Waters.
Oh, he's interesting. Shoot! It wouldn't be the same without him.
Get it out of here, dude. Stop. I couldn't count on both hands the Pepsis I've lost because of him.
I like that everyone kind of works at their own pace. It's pretty chill, pretty nice.
Signing off. This is Elam, Austin, and Che.
Wow, that was pretty funny.
With prom being right around the corner, Ale and Ashley have created some prom do's and don'ts to share. Let's check it out.
So prom is on April 18th, and we'll have tickets for sale for $15 from April 13th to April 16th. You have to be off of the paused per Golder list for the week before prom, and you also have to have no suspensions the week of April 13th. If you're bringing a guest, you have to have your guest form in by April 13th. So that's the first day that we are selling tickets, but the form will be available in Miss Neville's office starting on April 1st. So if you're going to bring a guest to prom from a different school or are 1 year out, so if they graduated this last year, they can still come as well. They will need a guest form to be completed. So this year, Takima Ballantyne, which she is Miss Black USA, she's also a 2012 graduate of East High School, and she has offered to give away a photo shoot, a makeover, and some dresses for prom. So if you want to enter her raffle and win this photo shoot with Takima, you have to write 2 paragraphs about why having a unified community is important in society. There's going to be lots of information coming out to everyone in their emails about this, but if you have any questions, you can come see me in room 2012. Things to keep in mind during prom are that it's a celebration of the junior class. We want you guys to have fun. We want you guys to stay safe. But most importantly, it's just the end of your junior year and for some, the end of your senior year. And we just want it to really be a celebration of all the hard work you've been doing. Follow school rules. So showing up and having your school ID, making sure that you're being respectful of everyone else that's in the room with you, but also just having fun.
So for Prom 2020, we're planning on doing something like 20s themed, like Great Gatsby, kind of like Las Vegas casino type. But we want to make sure that it's still classy, so we still have we're thinking about like a gold and black and white color theme, so it just looks nice and we all look like fancy at prom. So we definitely want everyone to have fun, and we want everyone to dance and participate and have a good time. But make sure that you're not bringing anything that you're not supposed to be bringing in, anything like alcohol or drugs. Just don't at prom. Also, make sure that you're being respectful to each other, and remember that it's a special night for everyone, so don't ruin it.
For prom, I think people should dress to impress and just go all out with their outfits.
I think a do is just have fun with it, because it won't be fun if you're not having fun.
First step, wear Crocs to prom. Be comfortable, hang out with the lit kids, and hang out with the breakdancer kids, because those are the people that get it really lit.
My advice was, so I wore a Spider-Man suit, so I came in dripping, and I would say, get lit. Get in the circles, dance. Don't just stand there. Get team with everybody else.
Wear Crocs or tennis shoes. Cover your toesies.
Oh, bring extra deodorant. It gets super hot. And bring Secret. Secret smells good and it's strong enough for men.
And one thing that people shouldn't do is just be disrespectful and trash other people's opinions, because we don't want that.
And a don't would be being disrespectful of the space that we're in and the decorations.
Don't spend too much money on a dress or a suit or a tuxedo. It's not that serious. Don't vape in the bathroom. Also, watch out. Don't get dirty before prom. Don't go to the park and play football or frisbee or something before prom.
Don't come with a date.
Please no PDA. We're just trying to have fun.
Don't come with nothing in your pockets, because it will fall, because it be lit. So just have fun.
Signing off for Tower TV, this is Ale, Ashley, and Aiden.
Wow, those were some good do's and don'ts. Can't wait to see y'all looking fly like a kite. Hey Nav, what's your skincare routine?
I spend money on self-care, but let's take a look at what two East High School students had to say from a segment from Denai and myself on skincare. A good face care routine has a cleanser, toner, and moisturizer. A cleanser removes dirt and cleans pores, while a toner removes extra dirt and unwanted oils while helping control acne. And a moisturizer keeps your skin hydrated. Knowing if your skin is oily, dry, or combination is helpful to know what products work well for you. Also, drinking lots of water and living a stress-free life prevents random breakouts. Signing off for Tower TV, this is Navaya and Denai.
Maybe I should take more self-care tips myself.
Speaking of bucket list, what's on yours, Monica?
Bucket list? I would like to hang out with the aliens at Area 51. Now let's find out what's on other people's lists in this piece by myself, Sky, and Abby.
Have you ever wondered what's on your classmates' bucket list? We asked students around East what's at the top of their bucket list.
All right. Number one thing I want to do before I kick the bucket, number one thing on my bucket list, honestly, just get out of here. Go out into the forest, away from civilization, have my own little cabin, all chill and nice. Because at times, we all want to have our own privacy. But the thing is, I love the forest, snow, that's why I love it out here right now.
My number one thing on my bucket list is go to California. And because I think it would be a lot of fun and a good experience.
I think the number one thing on my bucket list would be some sort of travel. I definitely want to backpack around Europe or see more of South America, something like that.
Look, my number one
bucket list to do before I die? Look, I'm just, maybe travel, maybe like China, maybe just Thailand. It's cool, cause like it's my hometown, you know, it's like my people are there. So like I want to go there and, you know, explore the food, the culture, you know, it's nice looking there, you know?
Our number one thing on our bucket list would be to go deep sea, scuba diving.
In the coral reef.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm scared. I'm scared.
The number one thing on my bucket list is probably to go skydiving. It's one thing that I have a fear of heights, and it'd be really cool to do.
The number one thing on my bucket list is to get a tattoo and bungee jump.
Okay, so the number one thing on my bucket list is to hit up every fast food place in Madison in one night, because it's the most doable one I have.
The number one thing on my bucket list is probably like backpacking through Yosemite, or I really want to go to like live in Chile for a year. That'd be really cool.
Signing off for Tower TV, this is Sky, Abby, and Monica.
Wow, I never thought about backpacking around the country before.
Up next is a segment from Louie about the newly reformed Native American Student Association here at East.
Native American Student Association recently had a revamp here at East. With new teacher sponsorship and new group lead, this year is shaping up to be something new for the club. We met up with leaders to see what goes down at a meeting and what they're currently working on.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Marina.
And we co-lead NASA. So NASA is a club at East, and we kind of strive to establish a community for non-Native and Native students. As we kind of do that by having an open atmosphere and providing open space for students to kind of engage with each other. In addition to that, we also we try to look into current Native American issues right now, and we kind of present our findings at conferences, the community, or at East High School. This isn't the first time East has a NASA. In previous years it's been NASA, but right now we're just kind of trying to revamp it up. And we're doing that by doing like fundraising, such as kind of creating t-shirts and kind of selling those around, as well as...
We're also selling goods at club fairs.
Right now we're working on a conference called the Praxis Conference, which is in Arizona. And basically it's just kind of like a workshop conference that's kind of broad like that. And NASA and I believe Raza are kind of combining together to kind of build a workshop and kind of build a lesson.
We're also trying to promote the Ho-Chunk language class for all students, and we're also trying to expand the class through all the local high schools. Down the line is we're trying to also have funding for a Ho-Chunk land acknowledgement plaque, which is just kind of acknowledging that East High School and other buildings in the area are on Ho-Chunk land, and that's something super important. And other institutions like UW-Madison are already trying to do that, so we're trying to follow in that example and take the initiative for that. We meet every other Tuesday at lunch in the LMC Gold.
Signing off for Tower TV, this has been Louie.
Wow, I had no idea East is on former Ho-Chunk land.
It's really cool on what NASA is trying to do to educate our community.
To finish up our episode, here are some announcements from Michael.
Softball season starts March 16th. Make sure to get your pink card from Janine in the athletic office early so you don't have to worry. Girls soccer tries will be held at Bree Stevens Field from 4 to 6:30 p.m. on Monday, March 23rd, Tuesday, March 24th, and Wednesday, March 25th. All players in the program will try out on the same field at the same time. No player will be cut. Make sure to register with the athletic office before the first day of tryouts. See you there! If you need free food to take home, you can get it from East High's free food pantry by the copy machines on the first floor. The 31 Days Art Show will be in the Ray Edwards Art Gallery here at East through March 28th. Check it out. It's our first student-led African-American art show here at East. Attention students, there's a new writing center available to students in room 2047 during lunch on Wednesdays. This is a place where students can get help with their writing. It's student-led. We hope to see you Wednesdays at lunch and are ready to help you learn and grow in your writing. Pick up the most recent copy of the Expressions Literary Magazine for student poetry, short stories, photography, and original artwork. Expressions is seeking contributions for the spring issue. The theme is The Overlooked. Submit your poems, stories, essays, articles, lyrics, and other artwork to Miss MC in LMC Gold, or online at the link on screen. Call for entries for the 2020 Madison East Film Festival. If you are interested in submitting a film or video for the Madison East Film Festival, all video genres will be considered: narrative, documentary, animation, live action, trailers, whatever you'd like. We want your films. See Mr. May in room 2023 if you have any questions.
Thank you for tuning in today's episode of Tyler TV. See you next time.